Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. We are so incredibly blessed and excited that over the next 45 minutes to an hour, you're going to be joining the most beautiful, beautiful sister, the divine Candace, and myself, Talia, as we share with you guys the 3 steps to travel and location independence and how we've really gone ahead and done this with our lives and how this can be possible for you. So thank you so much for being here. We are delighted to share with you everything that we have gone on to journey in these last couple of years. And if you stay until the end, you'll be able to know just how you can take the next step in this amazing online opportunity. So let's get started. As I said, you're going to be discovering the 3 steps to creating a location and financial independence lifestyle. But before I go on to anything else, I do need to just share a few disclaimers. So as you guys can see here on this slide, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just make sure that you guys are aware and you recognize that anything in which we share in this webinar with you today is always going to be dependent on your results. What you go ahead and create might be different to myself or Candace or anyone inside of this community. Okay, we always want to make sure that you know that any earnings or income potential, as any examples that you hear, is not set in stone, and any and all forward-looking statements here and any other materials contained on this webinar or materials purchased or downloaded from this webinar are intended to express just our potential and really our opinion. So just so you guys know that and are super clear on that. Now, with that being said, let's get into all the good juicy stuff. We're going to share with you guys today the 3 steps to freedom. And today, you guys, in 2022, I want you to take a moment and really ask yourself, what does freedom mean to you? Because over the last couple of years alone, guys, we have been able to see the world absolutely shift and turn and go all these different directions. And we've been in a time where there's no secret. We've lived through a worldwide pandemic. Okay. And freedom started to become not something that was just something there that some could have, but something that became a non-negotiable inner freedom, time freedom, financial freedom that people were really looking for outside of the societal way, outside of the way that we were really taught. And so I want you to ask yourself today, what does that freedom mean to you? Okay, and in doing so, to us here in the Freedom Era community, what it really means to us and how is knowing that we can really leverage social media in 2022. We have 99% of people still consuming on social media today. You might be on this webinar and you might have Instagram or Facebook or all the things, and you simply might just be consuming content. But I challenge you to lean in and really think about, what does it look like for you to be that 1% that also gets to use your phone and be a creator in a powerful way? Okay, we're going to share with you our idea of freedom, which is our pillar number 2 of affiliating with a really beautiful offer. And here in the Freedom Era Academy, we are aligned with such an eco-friendly, conscious offer that we love and we all use every single day. And then, of course, our idea of freedom, which is pillar number 3, is having leverage and automation in your life so that you can go and tap into the things that you love more in your life and have things work for you in the background. Okay, so that's our 3 steps to freedom. I'm so excited to be able to dive in a little further. But before we do so, I want you guys to see a few faces of our beautiful Freedom Era Academy community. So here you see the beautiful Tiffany Langley. She is here in Bali, which you're going to hear more from Candace and I in a moment. You also have Aubrey V. Lynn, who's also here in Bali. This chickie is 21 years old, guys, and she has absolutely turned her world upside down at such a young age. And we've got the divine Heather, who is over in Costa Rica. These are just a few faces of those living a really nomadic and location and financial independence lifestyle. So with all of that being said, I'm sure you want to know a little bit about who the 2 of us are and who is speaking to you today. As I said before, my name is Talia W. DeJulio. You can call me Tal. I am originally from Sydney, Australia, grew up in the good old Aussie land. And whilst I absolutely love my home, this may resonate for you. I was always somebody that was striving for more. I was always somebody that was seeking more. And I was a full-time fitness instructor in Sydney at the time. And whilst I did really love my job, you guys, right? We don't need to hate what we're doing to essentially make a change. But I loved my job. But freedom didn't look like me being physically burnt out. And I was physically burnt out. And I had one vision. And that one vision was, imagine if I could grab my laptop and my phone and be poolside in Bali, as wild as that sounds, and be able to actually make an income and an impact at the same time. And I caught a webinar just like you guys are today, just shy of 3 years ago now. I had no idea what I was listening to. I had no idea what I was getting into, but I knew that I was presented with a new way, and it was up to me to really lean in. And as scared and as frightened as I was, I did. And as I said, that was almost 3 years ago. I've now been living in Bali for 2 years. I uprooted my lifestyle over here. I rescue dogs living over here. And I really have that lifestyle of choice and freedom to do the things I love, whilst also serving you guys and sharing with you why it is and what it is that I've chosen today. So that's a little bit about my story. Thank you for listening. I want to throw it over to my divine sister, Candice L. Benson. She is a queen, you guys, and she is in another area of Bali from where I am, up in Uluwatu. I'm so excited for you guys to meet her, hear her story, and also hear from her as we share with you guys today. So over to you, C.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Talia. And I am so thrilled to be here because this literally what we're about to share with you has totally transformed my life. So I believe there's no accident you're here. The universe always shows you exactly what you need at the right time. So that's how I found this. And I hope that turns into being your story as well. So I'm originally from Vancouver, Canada, and I've also been living here in Bali for a number of years. And I come from the corporate world. So my background is a little bit different than Talia's. I did the traditional, I followed the rules. My parents told me, you got to go to school, go to college, get good grades, then go to university and, climb the corporate ladder and then retire at 65. And then you can travel. And then you can do the things that light you up. And then you can do all of those wonderful things and have time freedom. And I just thought, a year into that lifestyle, I was, chained to a cubicle. I thought, no, this is like, I can't live like this anymore. And I found myself actually crying in my car on my lunch breaks a lot of the time because I was living a life that was just so out of alignment. I wanted to travel. I wanted to wander. So when I had my 2 weeks annual vacation, which is nothing, I would get as far away from Canada as possible. Like I went to Tanzania, Honduras, and that's when my love affair with Bali started. I came here so many times. So anyways, flash forward, I had to always come back for my vacations because they were just vacations. I had to come back to my, monotonous life. And I just vowed to myself one day, I am not going to live like this anymore. I'm just not. So I tried a lot of things. I went on this big quest and a lot of things didn't work until I found what we're about to present to you now. And literally my life has transformed in such a short amount of time. I'm able to go on yoga retreats, sit in ceremony, go to the beach in the middle of the day if I need to, have the salt water. It's just been so remarkable. So I'm so pumped to be able to share all of this with you and to be able to take you guys on this journey. Just switch over to the next slide. So Talia is going to go through the next few things here.
Yes. So what is it that you guys desire? Now that you've heard a little bit of our stories and really, being just like you, right? You might be listening to this webinar right now and in a point in your life where you're willing to make a change. You're willing to pivot. You're willing to do something different. And in 2022, as the world starts to shift and open up again, and we really have that choice again, it really gets to be up to you as to how you take the reins of your life and what you get to do with that. So what I want to ask you guys is really 3 powerful questions. What is your dream lifestyle? Right? And what a question. I remember hearing a webinar just like this and having these questions presented to me and being like, I haven't even had a chance to even ever ask myself this. Right? So what is your dream lifestyle? And a way I'd like to really break that down for you is like, what is your ideal day? What does your ideal day feel like? What does it look like? So really sit with that. What is your dream income? Okay, so maybe right now you're in an opportunity where you are in the 9 to 5, much like Candace's story, and you were capped, or you are whatever industry you're in. I want you to lean in and ask yourself, if you truly know what you're worth, what would your dream income look like? And then, can you believe that that's possible? And then finally, what is your dream location? So I truly believe that we are never presented with the ideal circumstances. Candice is from Canada. I'm from Australia. Like, we didn't grow up in an island setting, right? But we always visioned and desired that for our location, independence. And we really, really visioned that forward to make that happen. So for you, is that where you are right now, but you want it to look slightly different? Is it in, Costa Rica, Bali, or any of these kind of island places? What is your dream location? So keep those 3 questions in mind so that everything you hear today on this webinar, you can come full circle and then really ask yourself if what you've now heard with this opportunity, are those 3 questions now possible for you? I'm going to throw it back to Candace, and we're going to start diving into the 3 pillars that we have in this space.
Awesome. Thanks, Talia. Okay, so now we get into step 1, which is leveraging social media. So this is one of my favorite steps because for the most part, it's something we're already doing. Most people already have an Instagram. Most people already have a Facebook, but they're simply just consuming and they're scrolling endlessly. And what we're going to be showing you today is how you can monetize that. And how powerful is that to be able to take something that you're already doing, something that you already enjoy, and actually capitalize off that. So that is what we're going to get into right now. So leverage social media or get left behind. It sounds kind of harsh, but it's actually really, really true. Like, we know we're in the middle of, whether you want to call it a great reset, a great awakening, whatever, big stuff is happening in this world. And, creating an income online, it's not a luxury anymore. It's something that you need to be able to do. Otherwise, you will get left behind. So knowing how to monetize your social media and really capitalize on that is literally the #1 recession-proof skill set that you can implement right now. And my favorite part about this is that, you see a lot of influencers out there who have hundreds of thousands of followers, but a lot of them are actually, they don't have what we have. And we're going to get into more of that in a second, but they don't have the wealth vehicle that we have, and they're actually broke. They're not making any money, which is really fascinating to people. But we'll get to that in a minute. But this is something that literally will set you free, that you can literally shake off all the boundaries and choose where you want to call home and have that not be decided for you. So leveraging social media to attract buyers to you 24/7. So the word attract is super important because we're not saying chase, we're not saying convince, we're not saying sell, we're saying attract, which means people are coming to you. The other key part is 24/7, which I'll get to in a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to create a personal brand. And a personal brand is literally reaching a global audience. You can reach somebody on the complete other side of the globe through what we're going to teach you. And we're going to show you how to reach people that want what you have. You're not cold messaging people. You're not being that person who's popping in and out and spamming people. You're getting paid to be you, and those people just come to you. You become a magnet. And literally, you can build a soul-aligned audience. And what we mean by that is literally a following. You can start with nothing. You can start with like 50 friends on Facebook and 100 Instagram followers. And we can show you how you can literally build an audience in as little as 30 days. And this is no spamming. This is not showing before and after shots on Facebook. This is not offering samples. This is not pushing products. You don't even need to be on social media 24/7 to be successful. So that part is key for people who really want the location independence. Like, I know Talia was just off traveling and she was all over Europe, and she literally didn't have to be on her phone 24/7, which is so, so, so important. So the value of a personal brand, we've kind of covered that already, but it's so, so important because we literally are the brand. We are what make people decide whether they're going to perceive something or not. So personal branding, it's become a requirement for anyone looking to grow their business. So people want to know, like, and trust who they're going to be dealing with. So a personal brand enables you to cultivate that know, like, and trust with your audience so that when you have an offer, they're ready to listen to you and they want to buy from you. So this is a really, really, really powerful skill to master. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple really quick examples of some personal brands and what this actually looks like. So this is Kylie. She's in Australia. And Kylie, like many of our people, she started with zero audience, zero experience. And what she did was she leveraged our paid ads strategy. So she leveraged a done-for-you system that attracted buyers to her through Facebook. And she started making high-ticket sales within 30 days. Like, that is massive. And this girl is a firecracker, and she is also quite a bit younger than me. And I'm just blown away by what she has been able to achieve. She is incredible. And another example with Instagram is, this is the beautiful Tiffany. So Tiffany is the one we spoke about earlier. She's a surfer here in Bali. And again, she started without a huge following and not a lot of experience. So you don't need to be like an influencer. You don't need to have that status or those numbers. She was able to literally grow her business and monetize her surfer girl lifestyle here in Bali, literally by sharing what she loves. Totally organic strategies. She didn't have to pay for any ads, and she's now able to monetize through just sharing her life. So it's absolutely amazing, the potential here. So once you understand the power of leveraging social media, what's next? And this is where our beautiful Talia will pop back in.
So good. Every single time I hear our, step one, pillar one, you guys, the first part of what we really do, that idea of, just when you take a moment, Candace has just shared so beautifully around the power of attraction marketing and being a personal brand. And the truth is, you guys, the only thing, you'll understand this if you're an employee, you're a brick and mortar, whatever it is that you currently do, the only thing that is recession proof in 2022 and onwards is quite literally your name. That's it. So how powerful is it to be able to lead and really drive your vision forward with who you are? Because the potential of that is endless. And how much fun, like, you look at women like Tiffany, and, you look at a lot of people that are just using their Instagrams today. As Candace said so beautifully, the influencer world is such a real world, and we love that world for it. But the reality is, do you want to also be using your socials in a powerful way as your fun, loving, goofy, personal branded self, however you are uniquely designed, and also know you get to make an income and an impact at the same time? Absolutely. So I'm always blown away, babe, by like the fact that what we do today is just, we have one job, and it's just simply sharing our message, our story, what we're up to, what we're doing, and allowing you guys to know that, wow, if she can, so can I. So with that being said, we're going to dive into step two, which is affiliating, right? We have the beautiful piece of attraction marketing in this space, allowing people like yourself to come to you, okay? The second piece is the affiliate marketing side. And just to simply break that down, you guys see as an example, it is very common today. You see people that are affiliates for things like Amazon, whether it is, certain clothing pieces, certain whatever it is. What we're going to share with you is why we have affiliated with this particular offer, and why we choose to affiliate with a high ticket offer, because it really is what really separates us as the Freedom Era Academy so beautifully. So let's dive into that, okay? So understanding the idea of low profit versus high profit is quite literally the most powerful thing you can do. And I want to break it down and give you guys this example. As you see here on this slide, a low profit product is valued under anything between $100 in commissions that can equal anywhere between $20 to $50. So I just want to give you an example. A low ticket product might be a shake or a brand of makeup, or something small that you've purchased on a smaller end that will then give you a kickback for anywhere between $10, $20, $50. Okay. A high profit product is something that does cost a little bit more in that front end, but really gives you the commissions of thousands from day dot. And the power of aligning with a high ticket offer, you guys, is quality over quantity. It's less doing more, right? Allowing yourself to bring on 50 beautiful women and sharing with them and sharing your message and quote unquote, bringing them into your beautiful business, would you rather that, or would you rather 5 aligned women that join you in your beautiful business, that resonate with you, that make up much of who you are, that are mirrors of who you are? This was a big reason why I said yes to this opportunity. I actually played in the low ticket space a little bit before I found this space. And I can't even tell you guys that amount of work I was doing then for such a little reward compared to what I do now. Energetically, I just feel like a different human. Okay, so I'm going to go too much into that. I'll go to the next slide. But the power of understanding low ticket to high ticket is wild. Okay, and affiliating with a high profit offer, the right offer will do the following. Okay, it's a win-win for everyone. It's a win-win for the customer. It's a win-win for the beautiful person that you're joining coming into this space. And it's a win-win for the company. And in our case, with our high ticket profit offer, it's a win-win for the environment, which I'm going to speak a little bit more about. Okay, it's highly profitable and something that people are investing in for themselves. So I want you guys to take a moment. We grow up, as Candace said beautifully before, she grew up in a world through her parents that, like, we're taught, grow up, get a degree, and then invest into school, invest into homes, invest into cars, invest into these things. But no one actually ever tells you to invest in yourself and what that can then look like to have by your side. So here, the right offer will allow you to invest in you as the brand and invest in a product that you really align with. Okay, it's proven to work and convert and has a long lasting track record. Okay, so you're actually aligning with something that has been around for a certain amount of time that will allow you to know that this is really proven and it works. Okay, versus creating your own offer. Now, why do we bring this up to you guys? Because if you were to go on to create your own offer, not only are you then having to wear all the hats, you're the one needing to create it. You're the one needing to essentially make it. You're the one having to always kind of have your foot on the pedal, okay? But when you're partnering with something that is already created for you, and you can trust the company you're partnering with, then again, it comes back to the quality over quantity. Less is more. And I just want to read a couple of these points. A high investment required, usually upwards of multiple 6 figures, okay? For you to create that yourself, it takes a minute, okay? It takes a lot of time to build a product that works and converts. Most businesses wait 3 to 5 years to make profit, to see anything in return. The beauty of this business, both Candace and I have experienced, is we've really gone on to profit from day dot. No overheads, no deranking, none of this. Really just gone on to skyrocket from the beginning and leverage who we're partnered with. Often working alone, unless able to invest high mentorship costs, right? So being partnered and knowing that you're in business, but you're never in it alone, okay? In many other online businesses, you likely have to do everything and wear all the hats, which is not what we're about in this space. Again, leveraging all of these different areas, okay? Beautiful. So the person I want to edify in really understanding this pillar, she's actually my personal mentor in this space, and is this queen that I share with you guys in my story earlier in this webinar that I saw do a post. She was talking about, aligning with this, beautiful offer and having a 5-figure month. And I was like, I don't know what she's doing, but I was so triggered. I was burnt out in my full-time fitness instructing job. And I thought, if she can, I can. And Beck switched to a high profit offer. This queen actually came from low profit, did relatively well in that space, you guys, was making 6 figures. But for her, it wasn't just about the money. It was about time freedom. It was about having time on her side so that she can really leverage a high profit offer. And she's gone now to make 7 figures and onwards in this space by aligning with our beautiful offer today. Thanks, Beck. So now that you understand the power of affiliating with a high profit offer, and you understand the power of attraction marketing through a personal brand, what's next? And we're going to share with you guys the final pillar. I'm going to flick it back over to Candace.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Talia. And I love the way that you explained it. The value of having an offer that's already created for you and not having to create something just out of thin air, and all of the websites, the branding, the customer service, the sales, all of that come with a traditional online business. We don't need to worry about any of that here because our offer is already done for us. And we're going to get more into that right now. But literally, this piece, so step 3 is automating your offer. And this piece transform my life. It gave me my life back. I cannot emphasize enough how powerful and how pivotal this is. Because if you don't have time freedom, you don't have anything. You have no freedom whatsoever. If you are somebody who is literally trading time for money 24/7, you have no time to do the things that you love. So we're going to talk more about that now. Okay, so before I read off the slide and kind of go through some of the key points here, like I said before, and like we both mentioned, I've been able to take time off to go to silent retreats, meditation retreats, yoga retreats, and not have to worry about my business, because in the background, my business is still operating. And we're going to get into more detail in a moment. But same thing with Talia. Talia and her partner were able to go all over Europe. She went to Santorini. She went down to the States, I believe, all over the place this chick was. And she wasn't having to sacrifice this beautiful time with her partner by being on her phone and being on her laptop and doing sales calls and all of those maddening things. So basically, the thing that makes automation so priceless is that you're able to generate sales 24/7. So literally that phrase, getting paid while you sleep, it's a real thing. I've woken up so many times to emails seeing that I've made money while I've been sleeping, or at the beach, or at yoga. It's real. And the reason for that is because you have all of the heavy lifting done for you. So you don't need to understand the terms I'm about to say, but you've got a sales team, you've got somebody doing funnels, you've got somebody doing your email campaigns, you've got all your marketing done for you. So you don't have to be the one doing that. That is freaking huge, 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 huge. So being able to have your business run for you in the background, whether you're out surfing, you're at your favorite cafe, you're on a plane, like, this is massive. So this is the power of automation. And this is where, to be quite honest, a lot of entrepreneurs go wrong, because they don't have systems. They don't have automation. They don't have this massively important part implemented into their business strategy. So no automation, no time leverage, essentially. So just imagine being able to wake up to sales, or, come out of a massage or a CrossFit class and look at your phone and go, oh my gosh, I just made a sale. And the reason why that happens is because you're not the one presenting the offer over and over again. You're not the one doing the sales meetings, the sales calls, the chitter chatter. We've got all of that done for you, which is so, so huge. Like, it's huge. And we'll talk more about that. So here is Dan. And this man is so cool. He's in Australia, and he's actually been aligned with our business with his beautiful partner, Danielle. And the two of them just live it up. Like, they live the total beach lifestyle in Australia. And he and his wife are such incredible humans. So Dan understands the power of automation. So he was previously in a network marketing company where he was having to do everything himself. So presenting the offer, making numerous coffee shop meetings, creating host and launch parties, having to close sales, educating his clients. That's so much work. It's a huge amount of work. And all of those things take you away from doing the things that really matter, that you really love. So he replaced low profit with high profit with Talia. In high profit, Talia has already beautifully started to explain for us. This is so, so massive. And then implementing automation on top of that, now he has the time to do the things that really matter, the things that really light him up. And you can find him in the surf and at the beach daily. So he's a pretty cool guy. Okay, so the 3 steps to freedom, which we've kind of gone through. I just want to pause very, very quickly and just have you settle in and really think about, again, what does freedom look like to me? What do I want my life to look like? Do I want to be able to move to a place that I find that has a higher vibrational frequency? Do I want to be able to go to a place like Hawaii and earn from my laptop? Do I want to be able to live in a camper van and travel around with my dogs and my husband? Like, whatever freedom looks to you, really, really focus on that. And really, I firmly believe that you're on this webinar for a reason, and that's because you want freedom. You don't end up on a webinar like this unless this is something that you really deeply desire. And as we've gone through, we've got the 3 steps to make that happen for you. So really just tap back into why you're here. What is it that you really want? And how do you want your life to look? Okay, so if we were to show you how we have helped thousands of others all across the globe, just like you, create a location-independent lifestyle and time freedom to do more of what they love for less than a cup of coffee per day, would that be worth your time? A cup of coffee. Like, I don't know. The amount of money I used to spend at Starbucks when I lived in Vancouver was ridiculous. And it's less than that. And now I have the life that I've always dreamed of. Like, and I don't mean to sound like I'm boasting, but what I mean is, I don't even know how to put it into words, how powerful the platform and the business strategy that Talia and I use. It's so, so powerful. And the value that you get is just unfreaking believable. So I hope you guys are enjoying this presentation so far, and I hope it's been worth your time.
So beautiful.
Yeah. And like, you know, these aren't just words. Like, the new paradigm of business is here. Like, times are changing. We are going through massive, massive, massive shifts, and people do not want to be chained. And like I said earlier, they don't want to be necessarily chained to a certain employer, a certain location, a certain type of work, a certain continent. This is literally something that can unlock freedom in every sense of the word for you.
Yeah.
So
beautiful.
This is super, super powerful.
Yeah. And, you know, as we dive into what has been this amazing platform, now that you've heard these 3 pillars, guys, now that you've heard what Candace and I have shared, I really want you to have a think about, as Candace said so beautifully, you wouldn't be here if this isn't something that you desired, right? You didn't desire, excuse me. You desire freedom, you desire choice. There's something in you already that knows that you already hold this, you already have this. And that beautiful, overwhelming feeling that you were feeling from Candace's heart before, of just like, it really has changed my life. It's changed my life. And it isn't a space of boasting, you guys. It's giving you that permission slip. We're sprinkling that energy of saying, hey, we've been in that position, in your position right now, and we're giving you a permission slip to know you are so worthy of making this change, because it is in this one decision. It is what you do in the next 10 minutes. In this one decision that both Candace and I did, that quite literally changed our life. And it's not about what you go on to, you know, even partnering with us, coming into the academy. It's that decision you make in yourself of saying, I am worthy of this. So with all of that being said, we are so happy you're here. We're about to wrap it up, so stay with us a little longer. But I want to share with you guys the beautiful academy that we call the Freedom Era. And this academy is the divine platform. It is the divine online playground that we play in to build our skill sets, to know that you can just be an average person like Candace and I, and actually step foot in this space and learn as you earn. Allow yourself to know right now, there might be some things that Candace and I shared on this webinar. You say, well, Tali, I don't really know how to do that. I'm not really aware how to monetize my brand or affiliate with an offer. And that's okay. We didn't either. And that is the beauty of the Freedom Era. We go on to teach you how to do the very thing. So I just want to read this quickly before we flick over. We are a business academy with a high ticket income stream that supports you to achieve location independence and freedom with our 3 steps. Okay, so now that you guys have heard the power of what it is that we do and how, we want to share with you where we plug in and where we go on a journey to build our skill set, to take every single one of you from where you are to where you want to be. And that includes, if you're thinking right now, you know, but Candace, Tali, I don't really know how to monetize my personal brand, or I don't really know how to affiliate with this offer, then this is the beautiful place that you go on in a journey. I like to call it our online digital playground. So I want to introduce to you guys the Freedom Era Academy. And our beautiful academy is literally the juice of what keeps all of those 3 beautiful pillars together in one beautiful gift wrapped bow. So your digital playground, the Freedom Era, is a place where you build a brand, a business, and a legacy online. Okay, we are the business academy with a high ticket income stream that supports you to achieve location independence and freedom with our 3 steps. And I want to say, guys, after Candace said everything she did from such a beautiful heart-led space, if you are on this webinar right now, then there is no coincidence that you're here. And if you're particularly on this webinar where you dream, you vision, you're excited, you want to lean into living a location freedom lifestyle, then really know that you get to lean in. I like to say, I only wish that when I was looking into college or university, that there was a place that I could plug into, an online digital playground that I could just do from my laptop. And that's really what we have here in the Freedom Era Academy. So going to flick it over to the next slide and talk a little bit further about it, okay? What it does is that we're bringing everything together, okay? So what you see here is our academy that I'm now sharing with you, the Freedom Era. This is our one pillar. We've obviously then got the offer, the beautiful high ticket conscious offer we're aligned with, and the automation. My gosh, I got full body chills when Candace was talking about automation and leverage, because as she said so beautifully, you know, over the last 2 to 3 years, real life has happened for Candace and I, and for every single one of you. And when life is really happening, there isn't a reason why we need to put everything on hold. And in my own personal situation, I can hand on heart share this from an open place to you guys. I have gone through a recent shift in my former partnership. And as Candace said, also have gone on to now travel for 4 months. But all of this, my life didn't stop. It wasn't like I had to be at a desk and work. And if I wasn't making money. Okay, I had automation and leverage by my side so that it could support my life forward. And when you really are allowing your life to be supported forward, and the income and the impact is happening in and around you, you know you're onto something good. Okay, so these are our beautiful, juicy yummies that bring everything together: our academy, our offer, and our automation. And inside of our academy, you're going to go through a divine discovery process so that you can get clear on your goals and what you deeply desire in your life. So a more in-depth process, like I asked you those 3 questions earlier in the webinar. Okay, and how often, you guys, do you sit with yourself and say, what does my ideal day look like? What does my dream income look like? I bring you back to those questions now at the end. What is your ultimate location lifestyle? Where is that in the world? Okay, in the Freedom Era Academy, you're going to go through a discovery process where you're going to answer some more of these questions. You're going to go through an in-depth breakdown of our affiliated model, which is 95% of our community that aligns with this beautiful, sustainable way that we do business. Okay, and you're going to learn how to build a business and automate your offer with customized funnels and sales systems that are done for you. As Candace said, you are not wearing all the hats in this space. And the Freedom Era Academy is doing a big part of this for you so that you can stay in your genius and show up simply as yourself. I hope you're getting excited about why our academy is so brilliant. And coming full circle, you know, last but not least, before Candace, you know, really shares with you what we really do to one step further in this space, but really the high profit offer we affiliate with is the divine offer of water, you guys. Okay, and you're going to figure out more of this as you go on into your discovery process, what the company is about, what the products are about, but they are a company that have been around for almost 50 years now. And during COVID, you guys, through a pandemic, as Candace said, whether you want to believe whatever we've gone through can be seen in a positive light, well, I can hand on heart tell you that this company blew up during the pandemic. More and more people were purchasing their products, more and more people were going online, and more people were getting more passionate, about their health. Okay, so you're going to hear more about our offer once you go through the discovery process. Okay, and our strategy. So our beautiful legacy income strategy that we're partnered with this beautiful company and these products. And to you, this slide might look a little confusing. Okay, I know for me, it definitely did, but I just want to break it down to you in this very simple way. When you come into this business, we are able to show you how to set you up
in a fast-tracked way. We call it our fast-track strategy. And what you need to understand about this is that that really is dependent on the products that you go on to buy. Now, these numbers and figures that you see here, we allow our people, you, to start at any high ticket commission from $365 a sale and up. And as you see here on the left, you have sales anywhere between $2,000 if you're purchasing a single product, which is one product. Or if you decide to go the fast track strategy, which is our quad strategy, you're going to be able to make anything in commissions from $800 all the way to almost $4,800, you guys. Can you imagine that legacy money and what that can do for your life, your family, your partnerships, your freedom lifestyle, what that can do for you? So I'm going to really leave it there, but the strategy here of what we invest in with these products is wild when it comes to income. And why we partner with this divine offer. We chose to align with this offer and this company as it fits our core values at the Academy of financial freedom, legacy wealth, community, and healthy living. I'm going to say that again: financial freedom, legacy wealth, community, and healthy living. If you have those 4 areas in your life, you guys, does it get much better than that? I know for me, I was like, hell no. An industry that's created the most wealth globally and is the only high ticket company in the direct sales industry, the only one. It produces filtered electrolyzed reduced water rich in hydrogen. We all know, you guys, that the one thing we all need today is water, and the most high quality water. Okay, it creates an eco-friendly, toxic-free sanctuary with 68 uses to replace all products in your home, as well as the ultimate drinking water. And it is the one-time investment with a long-term lifespan and a legacy plan to create financial freedom over a lifetime. And then, of course, with that, a high return on your initial investment. So as you guys can see, it's a no-brainer. It is an absolute no-brainer to partner with our beautiful offer.
So inside our academy, not only do you have access to all the beautiful tools that we just explained, but we also are giving you access to these exclusive masterclasses. So we have people the likes of Regan Hillier, Stephanie Schultz, Preston Smiles, Melanie Ann Layer. Like, these coaches charge tens of thousands of dollars upward per hour. And this is all included in your academy membership. And there's also tons of mindset work, money mastery. It's absolutely spectacular, high-level coaching that you'll never, ever find anywhere else. So to close it all up, we have complete automation. So we both talked about this fact quite a bit, but this is absolutely essential. So your digital shop front is open 24/7 without relying on you. So that is the absolute key. If you want to have this remote lifestyle, if you want to have a location independent life, you need to have access of making money or to earn an income 24/7. So this is key. So we're going to wrap it back up. If you could create your dream life and business for less than a cup of coffee a day, would it be worth it? I know that when I heard this and just reliving all of this through doing this presentation with Talia, the answer is a million times yes. A million times yes. It is worth it. You are here for a reason. If you want freedom, this is the pathway. So I'm going to pull it back over to Talia, and she's going to close us out just with the last few final details, and then we are done.
Yes. So you might be at the end of this now, you guys, and thinking, what's next? Okay. As Candace said so beautifully, is your vision, is your why, is your small or big, doesn't matter how small or big it is what you desire worth it? And right now you have been presented by whoever it may be that you believe in with an opportunity that you have been subconsciously looking for, that you have been subconsciously asking for. And it is quite literally in front of your faces. So I want to leave you with this. If you could go to work right now or have an idea of your favorite, meditation class with your best friend or a yoga class, or you might need to take off some time or whatever it may be. Candace said something so pivotal that I know for me, way back when I listened to my webinar, was a game changer for me. Imagine if you could come out of those moments, right, where we're conditioned to, well, if we're not working, we're not making money. And you could come out of enjoying an hour of your time and looking at your phone and seeing abundance roll into your bank account. How would that feel? And then I challenge you to ask yourself, what would you do with that abundance? And then how would your life look in 6 months from now? And how would your life look in a year from now? And how would your life look 3 years from now? And so on and so forth. The most powerful thing I want to leave you with, you guys, as I share with you the amount to go into the platform, because that is your next step. And that is the only step, is to make a decision from where you want to be rather than where you are in this moment. Okay, when I started this beautiful, beautiful opportunity, I was living in a basement in Chicago, which was where I watched this masterclass. I was broke, I had no money, and I was not in the situation I am in today. But I made this decision from where I wanted to be, from that location, freedom lifestyle that I really, really desired. And here I am today, and here Candace is today. So what is your final step? Well, today, if everything you've heard from this webinar, you are ready, it is time for you to dive into the Freedom Era Academy. Now, it is $99 USD per month to dive in, but right now, you only need to focus on your first step, which is signing up and having $99 USD in your account to be able to do so. You're going to get access to an entire suite of foundational courses and exclusive masterclasses and bolts and automation, everything we've spoken about on this masterclass. But most importantly, you're going to be able to go through the discovery process. You're going to be able to talk to a business digital specialist and really see if this opportunity is for you. And the only way you can know if something is for you, if you're willing to give it a go. So don't rob yourself of that opportunity. Okay. Click me over, see. Thank you. So as I said, what are your next steps? You're going to register and you're going to get access to the academy. You're going to book your call with a digital business specialist where they're going to talk through everything with you and then some, and you can complete the discovery process. And this process looks up to all about a couple of hours, you guys, as well as your call. Give yourself that time. Allow yourself to lean into that. And from there, if you choose, you will go on to then launch your business like we have today. So, there we go. We've also got a beautiful risk-free guarantee. So in case you're wondering what it looks like, if it's not for you, you do get 14-day money-back guarantee. So you have 14 days, 2 weeks to play inside of our platform, take a look, feel it out, have your call. And of course, if it's not for you, you get your entire money back. You can cancel at any time. And that is the guarantee we hold from the Freedom Era Academy.
Okay, before I get into one of my favorite topics of philanthropy, I just want to say, just to close us out, we're at the very, very end. We have one more slide for you, but I just want to say that you might be thinking, oh, okay, it's possible for Talia, it's possible for Candace because they live in Bali, they have this like tropical lifestyle. What I want everyone to know is that we didn't start that way. I started in a rainy, icky apartment in Vancouver. She was in a basement suite. We just knew that if nothing changes, nothing changes. And we powerfully wanted to create the life that we always envisioned for ourselves. We didn't want to play small anymore. We didn't want to live a life that was just okay and settle for mediocrity. So that's what makes this so, so powerful. It didn't just drop into our lap. We said, yes, we moved forward. We went to the next step. So I just really, really want to leave it there and just say that really, you've got to take the next step, and then everything unfolds. And then the next step will be shown, and the next, and the next, and the next. So back to philanthropy. Last year, we were actually able to build wells in Ethiopia with our charity water. So how beautiful is that? Like that's just, the world needs more of this. And this year, one of our initiatives is to gift these incredible machines to people in need. There are so many people who need clean drinking water. So having said that, I'm going to pass it back over to Talia, who's going to answer quick, frequently asked questions, and then we're going to wrap it up.
So now that we've shared everything, you guys, you might be having a couple of these questions come up, okay? And a couple of those questions might be, do you need to use the product that we recommend to benefit from this platform? And I will play devil's advocate in this. No, do you absolutely need to use our product? Absolutely not. But as we spoke about in Pillar 2, and I shared with you guys the power of leveraging something that already exists for you. Instead of having to reinvent the wheel and recreate all on your own, you may choose to want to, build your own product, and that's all well and good. But inside of our community, almost 7,000 have gone on to not only have financial independence, but time and financial independence and money, because we've chosen to partner with this beautiful offer. So my answer really then becomes, yes, of course you want to partner with our offer. What if you have no time? What if you have no online experience? Here's the thing, you guys. You can turn all your reasons as to why you don't right now, or you can find the reason as to why you do. The reason you may not have time right now may be because of your full-time job. But if you allow yourself to sink into something that creates that more space and room in your life, then you never know, as I said before, where you could be 6 to 12 months from now. The thing I love about this business and this opportunity is that you are not taking on a full-time job. You can work it as little or as much as you would like. So I hope that answers that. If you have no online experience, then that's what our academy is for. As I said before, you get to start and really learn as you earn. What if you're not good at sales? Again, that's okay, because you have a lot of the people inside of our academy, professionals, doing this for you. And you will benefit your skill set in the area of sales as you go along. I sure hell as know I have. I'm sure you have as well, Candice, right? How do I know I'll get results? The truth is, you guys, you don't. Every single person, it is dependent on you and the work that you put into it. Okay. And we can't guarantee whether you do get results or not. Okay. Is there a startup cost after I join the platform? The only cost you have is the USD 99 per month for the Freedom Era Academy. You can also choose to pay that annually as well. Outside of that, your cost, of course, is investing into the offer that we're partnered with. And after that one time, the thing I love about this business is that there really isn't any ongoing. If you've played in any traditional network marketing spaces or anything online, you know a lot about auto ships and all these things. There isn't anything like that in this space, which I love. And do I need my own product to sell? No, because you have a beautiful product here that you can partner with. Of course, if you do choose to want to align and affiliate with your own product, you also have the option to do that as well. So with that being said, we're going to wrap this all up in a beautiful bow. We're going to leave you just with some of the beautiful women that are really in this space. Candice and I are only just two of people that have taken the leap and really gone into into a life by their design, you guys, a life by your design. And it starts with you simply saying yes. It starts with you getting unloyal to everything that is keeping you stuck in your life right now and leaning more into the things that light you up, leaning more into the things that give you joy and find you joy, and believing that you can make an income in doing so. So we hope you have absolutely loved being with us. I've loved sharing this space with you, Candice. From here, you'll reach out to the person that invited you to this webinar, and you'll honor the process from there. And we hope to see you on the inside. You are so worthy of a life by design. And we're celebrating you guys for being here and taking the next step. Bye.
Thank you so much for joining us.